Welcome back, everyone, to Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans right here on the YouTube. And oh my God, Alicia, the Twitch is working tonight.
Oh, wow. We finally figured that out. That's good news. Pain in the curmudgeon, I'll tell you.
Right? Happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween.
Hopefully everybody's Halloween is going well. I know not everybody celebrates. There's, like 3 people around the world that don't. No, I'm kidding.
We definitely go hard around these parts.
Right? I did mine from let's see, 5 p.m. to 7:30 around my neighborhood, or actually in Brookfield, in the city of Brookfield, but yeah, around my neighborhood. And I'm trying to think like how many we got. We got like 30.
Not bad.
About 30 kids, which is like average, I guess. I mean, our neighborhood's pretty quiet, but there's a lot of kids. And what's funny is one young couple that has a few kids that moved away last year. They said that I overheard them next door say that when they moved away, they moved to a neighborhood that really doesn't do any trick or treating. So they came back to their old neighborhood, our neighborhood, to trick or treat. It's like, oh, well, welcome back.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the neighborhood I'm in now compared to where I was living before is drastically different. We used to run out of candy every year. Now we only had 6 trick-or-treaters.
Oh, man. Yeah, we of course, we bought way too much. But
oh yeah, I'm gonna hate candy by the end of this.
We did, yeah, and I actually made myself a little dish to kind of munch on while we're talking live to everyone.
Right.
We had and my wife did something different this year, and it's just because of the I can't say the C word, because of everything going on.
Mm-hmm.
So she made little individual bags to hand out to the kids, so the kids aren't digging in a dish, passing germs and all that stuff. So she stuck 5 little pieces of candy in a little gift bag, and so we had a big pumpkin full of these little bags. And what I would do is I had the old school, card table out in the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
And I put about 10 or a dozen of these little bags, out on the table. So all the kids had to do was just kind of look at the bags and, okay, snatch one and go, So they're not, passing anything around. So.
Right. I did the baggy thing too and just handed them to them directly. I wore a glove.
Nice. There you go. I stayed on the other side of the table and just kind of waved,
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it was nice because we didn't do it last year. We passed on everything. I mean, we ended up having trick or treat, but because we weren't sure about it, we barely saw anyone pass the house though. So this year we got a nice amount of kids. I'm like.
Mm-hmm.
When Mrs. J-Bone went out and looked for candy to buy, she had to go to 5 different stores. Candy was she couldn't find any.
Oh, yeah. You had to get on that pretty fast because everything sells out quick.
Wow. Well, and it's weird because usually around here, candy does not sell out.
It was weird this year. It's even today I went because normally the day of Halloween and the day after it's clearance shopping for Halloween decor and stuff like that, and basically nothing was on clearance, and they were bagging things as people were shopping. It was bizarre. It's boxing them up to start bringing in the Christmas stuff.
Jeez, crazy.
Yeah.
So don't mind me, folks. I'm
snacking.
I'm taste testing. So hopefully everyone's doing good tonight. I don't think I'm going to play the jingle, but we do have some news to talk about.
Yeah, you can skip the jingle. It's okay.
I will play. Let's see. Should I? I'll share it from this site. So this news broke tonight. So this is I'm not going to call this an exclusive or anything, but let's see where. There it is. Share screen. All right, which one are we sharing here? All right, so there was a few different sites that had this, but this one came complete with a video. This comes from discusspw.com. I come in here once in a while just to check out the discussion. I'm not on here too much. But there were some tweets you might have seen out there from Lufisto saying, congratulations, Speedball Bailey, Mike Bailey, has signed to Impact Wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw this earlier.
Josh Alexander says, this will be the steal of a signing people talk about in 5 years. So I'm going to play this video. It's just under 5 minutes long. And then we'll talk about this a little bit. So,
okay.
Here we go.
I can't say please. Hell, I can't even say please. But what I will do, Mike Bailey, I'll do you one better. I will vouch for you, Mike Bailey. I will not vouch for anyone else. I will use this ticket right now to Scott Demore. If you believe in anything I do in this way, if you believe I know what the best is when I see it, get out of here and give this man what he deserves.
Josh Alexander, Impact Wrestling Champion. Or no, not Impact Wrestling Champion. He was almost Impact Wrestling Champion.
Okay.
He had a belt on, and I was like, oh yeah, he's the Impact Champ. Wait, no, he's not.
Well, no, somebody once told me Josh Alexander can't cut a promo. Come on, everybody. We all know he's got all the tools. And so, Mike Bailey, have you. People have said for years, Mike Bailey has the skill. Mike Bailey has the heart and the passion. And tonight, Mike, you're given the opportunity. And while you didn't win, I think you certainly impressed a few people in this And much like I stood here 3 years ago and looked that leading man in the face and said, you're going to be a star, you're going to be the face of Impact Wrestling, and he is. One more thing that you need now isn't just an opportunity, but seasoning. And iron sharpens iron. And to be the best, much like Josh Alexander, you have to face the damn best each and every night. So Mike Bailey, if you're ready, hit You deserve it! 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 So like normally I'd say, I'll send it to your lawyer, he can review it, provide notes, we'll redline it, and we'll go back and forth. But it's been years since your ass has seen the United States, and the United States needs to see you. So let's listen to this man, put your name on this line, get in the US, and show them like Canada makes the goddamn best professional wrestlers. Not dance music.
Very cool.
I had to cut it there
Right.
because his music is Brass Monkey.
Copyright.
Yeah, right. Because I was like, oh, that's a jam. Oh, I can't wait to not play that on the show tonight.
Yeah, definitely,
So yeah, that was at Destiny Wrestling. Yeah, it's the belt around Josh Alexander's waist is the Destiny Championship.
Mm-hmm.
I was just just brain farting there momentarily. Sorry, not Impact Wrestling, but I don't know. Just looking at it, I was like, wow, it almost looks like it. So yeah, doing a little research on this. Well, first of all, Alicia, have you ever seen this guy wrestle?
No.
Okay. This is going to be one you're going to want to look up a little.
Well, gonna have to see because he'll be on Impact, so obviously.
Yeah. Well,
he's gotta stand for something.
He's been around. He's been wrestling. He's been wrestling since 2006.
Okay, the name sounds familiar. It's just maybe he's just in companies or promotions that I'm not familiar with.
Right. So, in reading some stuff on Wikipedia, which sometimes Wikipedia isn't always factual, but I did read this, and this story sounds familiar. I'm not sure about this. So apparently, 5 years ago, in 2015. He was in the process of getting a visa for the U.S., but it was taking a long time. So he's trying to sneak across the border to go work for Evolve.
Okay.
He got busted, and he had a 5-year ban. Well, that 5-year ban came up earlier this year. So apparently, because the ban was over, he had caught enough buzz over the last 5 years that WWE was looking at him.
Okay.
So there were a little, like you say, rumors floating around that he was about to sign with the WWE. This is back late winter, early springtime. Well, then all of a sudden, here comes like summertime, June, July, and he puts out a post saying, hey, by the way, folks, I am not signed yet. So apparently they passed on him. I have no idea why. And no, Eric, that's not my cat in the background making that noise.
It might be my dog.
It's
walking around.
That's her dog. For once, it's not me. So yeah. So the ban is done, and he is. So apparently, people have had their eye on him for a while. He's engaged to Veda Scott.
Okay. Oh, okay. Now I know who he is.
Yeah. And she just did commentary for the Knockouts Knockdown. So I don't know if there was anything, any kind of like conversation going on there. Like, like, hey, you should sign my fiance or whatever. I don't know.
Right.
But obviously there had to be some kind of conversations going on. But I mean, this is also Scott D'Amour's company up in Canada, so he knows who's wrestling, what's going on. So yeah, I mean, he took advantage of this because obviously WWE did not. Now, my guess is it could have been because of his age. I have no idea why they wouldn't have sprung on this kid. other than me, I mean, he's not a big guy. He's 170 some pounds, 5'8", I want to say. So he's not a big kid, but of course they're trying to hire more monsters now apparently because Vince is into that again. I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? But
not my
nonetheless,
business.
His loss is Impact Wrestling's gain. So congratulations, Speedball Mike Bailey. So yeah, if you haven't heard of this guy, take some time when you got time this week. Go look him up on YouTube. He has a plethora of matches you can check out. He also does his own vlog. Well-spoken guy. He sounds very young when he speaks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting.
Very cool.
Yeah. So I don't have much else.
I mean, that's pretty big news, though. Like, that kind of came out of nowhere, I feel like.
It did. I mean, if you've been a fan of this guy for a while, it's even bigger news. But for anyone new, people are just going to be like, all right, who's this guy? Well, that's why I always say, go look this person up, do some research on it before you sweep this under the carpet, because this guy's been wrestling for quite a while. So
that's pretty dope.
What Eric Travis says, what if Mike Bailey is in the learning tree, J-Bone? I wouldn't put that in there right away. We'll see what happens. But yeah, the learning tree is pretty full and they're already cutting people, so who knows what's going on there. So yeah. T. Hughes, yes. Pardon me, yes, you are correct. Destiny is Iceman's, BCW is Scott's. Yes, you are correct. Thank you. Pardon me for that. I was close. So yeah, we'll throw it out to, we'll do some, we'll do like a Q&A tonight. So if you guys got any questions,
ask away.
Yeah, go ahead. Alicia, did you have anything to talk about tonight? Anything special you wanted to bring up?
Not really, other than it's Halloween. It's spooky. Having a fun night. It's mine and Stefan's 1-year anniversary since we got engaged.
Aww.
So
Is that why you said you weren't going to be on long tonight?
Yeah. Probably be ducking out in about 5 more minutes.
Get your questions in, folks. He's going to be around for 5 more minutes. Well, we thank you for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thanks. Thanks. I feel bad. No one else could make it tonight.
Oh, it is what it is. It's, it's life,
I'll be here for Thursday and next Sunday, obviously.
Trent's had wrestling shows all weekend. Bill's on the road driving home from those shows.
Yeah.
And Mark is catching up with his wife tonight because she was sick for the last several weeks. So, no, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's all good. It's all good. Let's see.
Got a couple questions, it looks like, coming in.
There we go. Jay and Alicia, did y'all watch any horror movies tonight? Not tonight. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, me and Stefan have been watching pretty much all through the week. Basically all the classics from like Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, and that. And then tonight we watched Trick or Treat. And, it's like my tattoo. And then, of course, the classic, not a horror movie, but Hocus Pocus.
That's one of my wife's.
Got my little spooky cat here, Halloween cat, ready to rock.
There you go. Mine's in the other room somewhere doing something dastardly, of course.
More than likely.
Yeah. Banned from the office tonight because it's Halloween. What did I watch last night? Tracy was like, well, why don't you watch your favorite? Which my favorite is Lost Boys. And I was like,
I love that.
Yeah, it's my favorite. I just wasn't feeling it last night. So I went through, I don't know how many movies on, I don't know, Netflix. Just couldn't find anything. So I went over to our Amazon Prime, and I had one on the list that I've been meaning to check out for a while, and it's the zombie movie Alone.
Okay.
If you have Amazon Prime, it's free. It's one of those free ones. And it's a decent movie. It's actually got Donald Sutherland in it. And
wow.
I like him. Yeah, he plays, of course, he's an old guy in the movie. And he's a unique kind of actor, you know. So this movie was great right up until the end. It kind of catches you off guard.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to give away any spoilers if you want to go watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say it has a happy ending, whereas most zombie movies do not.
No, it's certainly not.
Ending. Usually it's like, oh, they're free and clear, and then, oh, here comes the horde, and cue credits, you know. It's
right.
like the remake of Dawn of the Dead is a perfect example. It's like they get on the island, and then all of a sudden, rolling during the credits, they get on the island, and here comes the mob of zombies, you know. So
the good stuff.
So yeah, like I was like kind of in the mood that, oh, how often do you have a happy ending to a zombie movie? So I was like okay with it. Just how it came off was awkward.
Right.
I'll say that. So, but my wife was like, that was so stupid. You know, so it kind of like killed the whole movie for her. But I was like, hey, whatever, sorry. You know.
Sometimes, I don't know, I feel like with a lot of horror movies, that's pretty normal for the ending to be either like open-ended or just bad.
Yeah, right. Bill on the Roadhouse. Kyle says, hey guys, what do you think of the inspiration? I love that the inspiration are in Impact Wrestling. I think they're very talented. Mm-hmm. I know there's varied opinions on how and why they won the Impact tag, the knockout tag belts so quickly, but I mean, that's a discussion for another time. But I like them. Alicia?
I like them. I think they're a perfect fit for what Impact's got going on as far as their comedy and their kind of gimmick. It's going to be a fun ride with them.
There you go. Ronan says, Alicia, thoughts on Ring of Honor? Have you been to any shows?
I've never been to any Ring of Honor shows. That's kind of more in Stefan's ballpark as far as his preferred wrestling promotions. I have seen some of it though, and I do like a lot of their wrestlers, so I'm excited to see who might end up at Impact Store. Hopefully we'll see some Dalton Castle. Oh God, maybe we'll see a Beautiful People reunion. Remains to be seen.
That's true. Lots of tremendous talent in that company. Let's see. Longer than Trent's marriage. Okay. How's Papa? Papa's doing good. Thank you, Paul. I had to keep him away from the candy today. Justin Miller says it's mine and my wife's anniversary of our first date 14 years ago. Nice.
Awesome. Nice.
Congrats. 14 years ago.
Good date.
Right? Let's see. Oh, Paul's asking when's the big day.
We don't have a specific date set, but we do kind of have like a plan, and so we're gonna do like a Justice of the Peace next year, and then like a giant reception the following year.
There you go. There you go.
Something a little non-traditional.
That's all right. There's so many different ways you could do it now. It's, you know.
It's like we're older, well, more established in life, so it's not so much about having like a, you know, the big hurrah. It's like we'd rather put the money towards like a house, something like that, you know.
So you are not going to turn into the typical bridezilla?
No. You're getting paper plates and cups, bro, like in backyard barbecue cooking. So
Nice.
We're doing things a little bit different around here.
Right. That's all right. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Let's see. I'm scrolling and all of a sudden it like jumps on me and I gotta like scroll back up. Come on. Oh. Zombieland or Shaun of the Dead?
Shaun of the Dead, because I've never seen Zombieland.
Oh, wow. All right.
There you go.
I've seen both. I'm going to go Zombieland. And it's not that I don't like British comedies. I just don't. They're just not exactly my cup of tea. Like sometimes, like, okay, so I grew up on Benny Hill, but that was like the extent of it, you know? It's like,
yeah. Monty Python.
Monty
Benny
Python.
Hill.
Like I've seen some Monty Python stuff. I know some people are like, "Oh yeah, I've seen all the Monty Python movies." I haven't seen one. So
you know, it's one of those hit or miss things. You either like British humor or it just goes completely over your head.
Right. And I know there's some stuff that like Joe always refers to Joker from TNI UK. And it completely goes over my head. I'm like, okay, I've seen this character before, but I have no clue who these guys are. Werewolf Tracy does not watch horror movies. Well, that's all right. Not everybody is a fan of them. Ronan says best Tim Burton movie.
None of them, because I'm not a Tim Burton fan.
I probably couldn't name you half of them, but I'm just going to say the Tim Burton Batman movie, because that's pretty awesome. Michael Keaton.
That is the best Batman movie, but like, I don't know, like, I think he's a little overrated and I don't really like his style.
Not everybody is a fan. Like,
I like Michelle Pfeiffer in that movie.
Oh, and the second one? Yeah. Yeah. Like, Val Kilmer's one of my favorite actors, and I loved his Batman. I even liked George Clooney's Batman, and some people are like, "Oh, he was horrible," and I'm like, "Well, I liked it. What, you know?" It's like,
yeah.
So
they're a lot more campier. I like the George Clooney era.
Oh, like as far as the movies, yeah. So if anybody didn't like it, it might have been.
The best is Adam West, though.
Oh, you're talking about
the old school, the Batman.
The classic. Well, that would be the one that I grew up on. Yeah, that whole cast is wild. Ronan here asking, how did you find TNI, Alicia?
It's actually funny. I started listening to TNI after Bound for Glory 2018, where I was just kind of like did a search on YouTube because I was at that particular show, only to find I think was it Trent and Kyle were doing like a review afterwards of it, and so I like watched like the repeat or whatever. I didn't see it live, but I watched the repeat, and they were saying how they were there, and I just kind of started watching from there.
There you go. Yeah, and then I think didn't Kyle invite you on or something, and it was supposed to be like a.
Yeah, I was only supposed to fill in for you for like a couple, like 2-3 weeks. You were going to take vacation, and I haven't left. I'm still here. I don't know when you're coming back, but
yeah, neither do I.
And anyway. Like Kyle isn't here anymore, so I'm like kind of just here. Sorry, guys, you're stuck with me for the time being until they give me the official boot.
Kyle's been paying her rent, so I mean,
I get his share because he's not here anymore.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Kidding.
Right. Let's see here. Who's your favorite? Oh, by the way, Alicia, I know you said you were only going to be here like 5 more minutes. Whenever you got to duck out, just.
I'll do one more question after this one, and then I'll jet.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Who is your favorite? Jason, Pinhead, Chucky, Freddy Krueger, or Michael Myers?
Jason, and I'm biased because I lived in the area that they filmed the first Friday the 13th.
Oh.
That's like my neck of the woods. Yeah. So Jersey.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. That's interesting. Yep. Me, oh God. I'd probably say I'd have to say it's like a tiebreaker between Jason and Freddy Krueger for me personally. Me, I love the character Freddy Krueger, but I also jokingly identified with Jason, the character, because that was my name.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, it's a movie about me. No.
I identify.
Yeah. Cautiously. No. All right, Maj says, Alicia and Jay, who do you want to see face Trey Miguel for the X Division belt? And he's getting you for 2 questions here. All right. Do you think Tasha Steelz got woman champ potential? All right. So let's start with the Trey Miguel question.
You go first. Who do you think?
I'm guessing he means like out of the. Isn't there
who's on the roster, or like could be anybody?
I'm gonna just throw out a guess and say I think he might mean who's coming up here this next week. It's a 4-way between Rohit Raju, Steve Macklin, Laredo Kid, and Taurus.
Oh man, I'd actually like to see him up against Taurus. I just think that would be an interesting blend of Taurus's speed and strength and agility versus Trey's swiftness and agility. I think they would put on a sick match.
Okay. I'm gonna say I know Macklin's probably going to get pushed to the moon on this one, but I'd like to say Laredo Kid. I'd love to see Trey Miguel versus Laredo Kid. I don't think they've gone one-on-one yet. I could be wrong, but and then do you think Tasha Steelz has knockout champ potential?
Yes. Oh, yes. I've been saying this is that Tasha's built up. Is slowly building herself up to be a standalone character, and I think the next step up for her would be to be going for the women's championship. We got to start, and I've said it in the past, we got to start kind of building up our own talent to be viable contenders for the main belt instead of relying on outside people to come in and switch it up. Well, like, it's great Mickey's back, like, because, you know, she deserves to be treated well wherever she ends up because it's Mickey fucking James. But, you know, it's another case of, like, oh, it's just someone new who came in and got the belt, as opposed to, you know, like, our own women's division is kind of, their focus isn't on the championship right now, and we kind of got to fix that a little bit. It's like, there's the tag belts, don't get me wrong, but you know, we got to start strengthening up our own at-home contenders. And yes, Tasha Steelz is one of them. Just in conclusion.
There you go. Totally. All right. Let's see. Zach Bonifer threw out a random Pee-wee's Big Adventure Night Court. What are you doing? You're goofy, Zach. Zach's just, he ate way too many candy bars tonight. All right. Curtis here says, Alicia J, what will you do with Larry D, in your opinion, if you was in Scott D'Amour's role? Thanks, guys. It could be anything. A repackaged tag team, anything. To me, I would let Larry be Macklin's henchman. Oh, that's interesting.
I could see them being more of a team than Macklin getting a henchman kind of thing, because I just kind of don't see yet Macklin on that level to kind of get one. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's very much lacking in the charisma department for me in character. He's just like the guy who drinks whiskey.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if that seems like asshole-ish to say, but that's just the impression that I get so far.
Well, he's still new, you know.
Larry D has more charisma than Macklin, and so I'd like to see him kind of, if they can't put him in another team, which I think he would do really well in, I'd like to see him as a standalone because he does really good character work.
Okay. Me, I would. I don't know what I would do.
Bill,
what's up?
Blair Witch Bill.
How you doing, Bill?
Coming to you live from Ohio right now.
Ohio.
All right. I wasn't in our chat. I just found out that Impact signed Mike Bailey, the Speedball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
They did. Yes.
That's huge.
Yeah, he's been.
Yeah,
I don't know.
definitely.
I remember I was talking Todd like 7 years ago. I saw Speedball versus AR Fox at a CZW
Oh,
show.
jeez.
And I'm like, these two guys are stars. Any company should sign right now. And I know he got the whole thing with the issue, and he had like a 5-year ban in the States, but that he's coming, that's so on the radar. A great, he's like a little smaller Brian Daniels. That's even more athletic.
Yeah, he's something. I've seen a few of his matches. I can't remember which ones, but I queued up a few in my YouTube for later. I'm gonna go check them out. You're kind of cutting in and out, Bill.
You sound like a remix. Oh, I think we might have lost him. It's frozen.
It's completely frozen.
I could just barely make out the outline of Bill's head.
This is head
and it
right
is frozen.
Yeah. All right. Let me take him out. We'll see if we can get him back in here. Yeah, Larry, I would leave him as is. I don't know. Kitty. He's in tremendous shape. I mean,
yeah, he looks great. He's been putting in the work.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, Larry's a big enough guy, but he's not like super massive because he's lost so much weight that you could throw him in the X division. You could throw him in something else. I don't know if I
He's
would.
versatile.
He is. He is. You know, I mean, it's a bummer about Ace, but it is what it is. And yeah.
Well, on that note, that's about all for me. Great questions tonight, guys.
Yes. Yes. Well, thank you for joining, Elisa. We'll see you on
Thursday.
I keep wanting to say Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Not that you're not allowed on the 3.
Right. I can never make it because I never end up watching what you guys watch. So
it's all good. It's all good.
But all right, happy Halloween, everybody, and happy family dinner.
Take care and say hello to the man.
I sure will. I'll give him a good old greeting.
There we go. All right, take care. We'll talk to you later this week.
Good night.
See ya. Oh, Alicia, folks. All right. Let's see. I don't know if we're going to get Bill back in here. His signal's a little wonky. But we had him in here for a little bit. He was in Ohio. He's racing home. Let's see. What's the worst horror movie you've ever seen and why? I'm going to say The Grudge. Because of the sound that the demon girl makes when she's like creeping up on you and she goes, I can't even duplicate the sound. But yeah, that when I saw that in the theater, that the noise that filled the theater and it's like completely surrounding you, it literally made me butt walk downwards in my seat, you know, kind of like when you're in a dentist chair and you're like, you know, walking on your butt. Yeah, same thing, only different. That'd be me. I can watch pretty much anything, you know. I mean, I conquered my fears of it used to be zombies. It used to be zombies, but watching all the Walking Dead stuff killed my fear of that. Let's see here. Favorite Quentin movies? Okay, so Alicia can't answer because she's not here no more. I'll answer for her. No, I'm kidding. I would say Pulp Fiction. That's still my favorite. Stephen King? I don't know. I don't know if I've got a favorite Stephen King. I mean, he certainly has some classics out there. Shining's good. I mean, a lot of the movies that are made around his books are not really good movies. So, you know, that's kind of a tough one. I haven't seen too many that were actually done well. So I'll just stick with the Quentin movie. I'll say Pulp Fiction. Let's see. Scrolling down here. Wow, this chat just totally jumped on me. All right, here we go. Did you watch Pro Wrestling Revolver and opinion on the Wolves reunion? No, I did not. I didn't watch anything from this weekend. I wanted to watch the AAW shows as well. There was so much wrestling on this weekend. I think Bill is actually on his way back from that. Bill, He's back. What's up?
I'm back. I'm back for however brief I am. You never know when you're driving on the roads when the signal will go in.
Yeah, right. You drive under a bridge or whatever. So where were you tonight?
Friday I went out to Chicago, and I saw Trent and Nurse Nicole at AAW for night 1 of the Lineham tournament. Then I went to Iowa for Sammy's Robert show, Tales from the Ring on Saturday.
There we go.
And then I finished back up on Sunday with a doubleheader of Shimmer back at the same venue in Chicago.
Wow.
So that's when I'm just heading back. So that ended about 7. So now I'm in Ohio, and I probably got maybe roughly about 7 hours to home.
Oh, jeez. That is quite the drive.
Yeah, it's been all wrestling and sleep. That's all it's been all weekend.
Oh. Did you get any sleep?
I did. Well, after the show on Friday, I waited around for a couple minutes, but I know Trent was probably doing like the video promos and all. But then I was looking at my my phone. I'm like, you know what? Because I didn't even plan it out. I didn't even have a hotel room. I'm like, you know what? I can get to Iowa by about 3 a.m. And I'm like, I'll just do that. So I did that, and then I pretty much slept most of Saturday. And then I got up like a couple hours before the show.
Nice. So, all right. So the question here was, did you watch Pro Wrestling Revolver? An opinion on the Wolves reunion? Well, you were there. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. Yeah. No. It was great to see the Wolves together. That's obviously the thing that got me interested in going to the show out there. Big Wolves fan, big Eddie Davies fan. Now, the thing that was interesting, obviously, they were supposed to go against Sammy and Moxley, but obviously Sammy got hurt at those Nashville tapings. But it's almost like they're delaying it. I don't know if it's to the same show next year or another Revolver show. They've already laid the seeds to have that match happen. And interestingly enough, the Wolves went heel in a promo, and they're going to be the heel team in that feud, the Wolves.
Whoa.
Now, if it's more like about us in general, wanting to see the Wolves like impacting like that, for sure, I'd like to see it. I don't know. It feels a lot like Sabin and Shelley doing their own singles things right now. I don't really know. Like, I think this was all a favor to Sammy to do that dream match with Moxley and Sammy. So I'm not sure if they're at the place where they want to be a team together again. It doesn't really feel that way yet. I think they like that, but they really still did that match because it was already scheduled, and they'll probably conclude. But I don't know if they'll tag together anytime in the meantime. I'm getting no impression it's going to stick, but could be wrong. I would love to see it. The Wolves are one of my favorite tag teams ever.
Okay. Hey, and maybe that's when Mox teams up with Sammy next year, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe from the next Halloween show next year. So I'll have to go to that too.
There you go. How was Mox versus Jimmy Jacobs?
It was good. It was good. Did not disappoint. I was seeing Mox a lot with GCW, AEW. So I've seen Mox come out, and his hardcore matches have been pretty good. Like he does go back to the old days. And Jimmy Jacobs didn't miss a beat. And he gave him the credit at the end. It's like you have to work well together. And honestly, that was a pretty good. That one, along with Alex Colon and Jake Chris. If anyone has seen that, that was a great death match. Jake Chris really bringing it in the death matches. But Moxley Jacobs, definitely check it out if you haven't. Worthwhile watch. And I even talked to Jimmy before the show, and obviously he's backstage at Impact, but he can still go in the ring. He's a good on-screen character. And then in a match like that, he can still give it his all. So I wouldn't be against more Jimmy Jacobs. I think he's enjoying his backstage role and once in a while.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say because I haven't seen him in a match since I can't remember when. Nice.
I don't think he's been in a lot. Like the last time he was on an Impact match was, I'd have to look back. Like he did this stuff with Congo Khan, and maybe he got involved in a match at some point during that run when he was Kong's manager.
Yeah.
And then he recently did that GCW show, the Eagle Fight. He did a quick match there as well. So saw a little bit of Jimmy lately, and it seems like he is wrestling a little bit more maybe last year or so. So like he never lost anything. He still can do the kind of same he is, and like he'll go hardcore. That's kind of his thing. Like he's a great bleeder. He works the neck very well.
Yeah. Let's see. Question here. Do you think Impact is going to do something with Swinger and the Demon?
Now I heard the Demon. Did you say Slater? Like Heath Slater?
No, Swinger.
Or Swinger? Johnny
Yeah.
Swinger. All right. Well, I don't want to answer that, J-Boom, because I've already seen some stuff going on, so I don't want to give any spoilers. But
okay.
Definitely we saw on Impact this past Thursday the Demon, so we already know that the Demon and Decay are kind of getting along, so we'll see what happens. But count me in. Like I know you're an old late WCW guy. Well, I think we all marked out the Demon, so more Demons, good by me.
There you go.
And I ran into actually a show today, and some Impact people that recognized me, like some fans, and they were mentioning that they love Swinger's album, Johnny Swinger, and I'm like, you betcha, man, Swinger's the best.
Nice. See, Bill's getting recognized worldwide, baby. All right, let's see.
First they're like, have I seen you on Impact? And then they're like, wait, you're not the best guy. That's somebody else. And they're like, no, I usually wear that. Because we're only at the show today, Kimberly and Mercedes Martinez. So I wore a different jacket. I wear an Impact, like an Impact one. Even though there was Impact, it wasn't as heavy as like Friday and Saturday. There was probably 6 or 7 Impact talents minimum on both shows.
Yeah. Let's see here.
But happy Halloween to everybody out there.
Yes, happy Halloween. Your weekend has been full of tricks and treats, eh?
It has. It was funny. Like for Friday and Saturday, I kept the schedule so tight with travel and getting to the shows. I had like no time to even eat. So I think I had like a hot dog at like Friday show and Saturday show. That was my meal.
Oh, jeez, a hot dog and a handshake, eh? Minus the handshake.
Yeah, I was a hot chicken weekend, man.
Oh man. Oh, here's a question. Would you ever like to see Lost Boys get a modern day movie remake? Well, here's actually some news. I don't know if you guys have heard this. There was talks for the last like handful of years that Lost Boys was going to be made into a TV series on the CW network. Well, apparently they decided to pass on it. So now Warner Brothers is going to do a remake of Lost Boys. And I guess they've already like started some casting, and I couldn't tell you who these kids are, and I don't know who their parts they're gonna play. But apparently they're remaking the movie. Now, just because of how the sequels went, I'm not super excited about it, but because of like modern day effects, I guess, like, and I love vampire movies. So I guess, I don't know. I'll get excited after I start hearing some like major news about the development of it. You got any opinions on this, Bill?
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, it's tough with the remakes, and I'm a big movie guy. I think most people know I go to the movies a lot. I'm a big movie guy, and it's always interesting with remakes because I always watch them. Some of them are usually they're okay. Some are bad, but usually they're okay, and sometimes they're good. Sometimes they are good. Special circumstances like It. The two It movies, they were good. And I love the miniseries, like a Tim Curry guy, and I was like, I don't know, but they did a good job with them. But like other ones, like a Cemetery, okay. Actually, when I was in the hotel when I got back last night, the Poltergeist remake, I forgot they even made one, and I did see it in the theater. But I'm like, because Poltergeist is great, but the remake, okay, it wasn't bad. It was not as good as the original. That's what all these ones have an issue with. Like, it's just like any other license out there. There are not enough good ideas in Hollywood. So these are good ideas for movies. So as long as they follow the formula, and you're right, with effects, it will be okay. But they got to do that extra mile to make it good. Or it's very rare, though. Like, if you're looking for magic of the Lost Boys to be recreated, probably won't be. But if you do a little differently, but keep most of it there, maybe it could be pretty good.
Yeah, it's.
But I'm not against it. I'm not against remakes.
Like, the story is good. It just kind of all depends on the acting too, and who they get.
Good story. So it should be good story, special effects. It should be pretty good. If they do the casting right, it might be even better. Like, not better than the original. You know until you see it. Like, they could catch lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, and the soundtrack is
without
very
the
unique
Corey,
too.
Keep her. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's rest in peace, Corey Haim. Corey Haim. For those of you who don't know, Corey Haim was my James Dean growing up. He was one of my idols. Corey Feldman, I thought, was awesome too. Kiefer Sutherland as the head vampire. Yeah, he was. Oh, that was just an amazing role. And that's also how I became a fan of Jason
Lost
Patrick.
Boys, License to Drive.
Oh, License to Drive is just a classic 80s comedy. Yeah, great stuff.
Who needs Cadillac? I got a Mercedes.
That's right, Mercedes. Heather Graham from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
First role.
What's that?
Her first role was License to Drive.
Yeah, I fell hard for that one. Let's see. Well, what else we got here? Favorite Halloween candy? Well, I've got a handful of them right here. Good old Twizzlers. I like Twizzlers.
Oh, there you go. And I thought you'd go with a lollipop, J-Bone.
No, I do have a few of those in here for old time's sake. But actual Halloween candy, I do love me some candy corn. I do love candy corn.
You are a candy corn guy. I know that's a very hot topic, candy corn. People love it or they hate it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like candy corn. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like it. That and the Oh, I can't think of what they. I don't know, like any little taffies. You know, I grew up on like saltwater taffies.
Okay.
There was a
And that's it's got a
saltwater.
similar consistency.
Yeah, there was a saltwater taffy shop in, I think, Wisconsin Dells that I used to go to when my parents took me there as a little kid.
Okay, yeah, because that's normally a beach town staple, the saltwater taffy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Yeah, and I haven't seen.
Personally, I've always been a Three Musketeers man. I love the nougat.
Oh, I love. That's my favorite candy bar. That's my favorite candy bar.
There you go. Great minds think alike.
That's right. That's right. So Hakeem here says that it was a good film, the new version. I haven't seen the new version yet, but it's on my to-do list. I might, maybe I'll watch it early this week. I'll do them both back to back.
Which one's that?
The It movie, the newer ones.
Oh yeah. No. Did you see the miniseries years ago, J-Bone?
I probably did, but it was
Curry?
a long
From
time.
1990?
It was a long time ago. Long
Yeah, because
time
I maybe
ago.
even do the deep dive into that too. Like do all of them.
I think when I saw the first one, I didn't even think it was like scary. Like it just came off really corny to me.
Yeah,
But
that's the thing. It was primetime TV. It really wasn't that scary. It had some moments, but obviously compared to what is today, much different.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking out both of them like back to back. When I do, I'll let you guys know what I think of them.
Yeah, the one with the kids is real. Like they're both good, but the first one with the kids is really good.
Hakeem's got another one here. It says, who do you think had a better Impact title reign out of the two, Kenny Omega or Christian Cage?
Gotta go Kenny Omega.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, it's true. Well, I mean, he lost to Christian, but yeah.
I appreciate Christian's run, and he served the purpose perfectly. But yeah, Kenny had some great matches. Obviously, like I was upset that he didn't put over Moose, but I think what happened, I'm just as happy what happened with Josh. Like I love that ending. It wasn't something controversial that people loved or hated. Obviously, I loved it. I think that did a great job of establishing things again that you could have done. And I think you can go back to Kenny at some point. Like Moose versus Kenny at some point. It's got to happen.
Oh, I'd love it. That'd be great. Hell yeah. All right, let's do a couple more and we're going to get out of here because it's getting... We just went over an hour, but this is a special Halloween edition.
for the freebie, the monthly freebie here. We're going the extra mile here. Holiday, road, we're doing it all, J-Bone.
Right. Mayor says, "Careful, Bill. Keep your eyes on the road."
Oh, road, Mayor. Don't you worry.
This guy's used to traveling.
J-Bone's in the corner.
Right.
If I couldn't have set it up right, I wouldn't be doing it.
Right. Bell's boy says, "Good evening, Traveling Man Bill and Senor J-Bone. Happy Halloween. Regarding the bad news about Ring of Honor, who, if you could, would you want to come to Impact?" Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, I know that's something we've had come up on the. We did it. What I talked about a little bit on the review and the reaction the other night. Because I guess it broke it pretty much broke that day, right?
Yeah.
Like obviously, I think everyone knows the first guy. I have to say is D3, obviously. I think once again, there's a storyline with Moose that just writes itself. Love to see him back. Probably right after I'd say where it goes. Them in the tag division would be huge. But there's a lot of good talent. Roxy, the women's champion, I think Impact missed that opportunity. They can go back and get it done now. Fantastic. But there's plenty of talent. Jay Lethal, Mike Bennett. There's a good amount of talent there. Like it's not ROH of a couple years ago, but there's still a good solid. I'd make a good 10 to 12 calls if I'm Impact. Well, obviously, you're not going to sign all of them. But interest, hey, if you sign 5, 6 of them, that could be great help for the roster.
Yeah, I'd say a couple of women, maybe a tag team and a couple guys. That'd be great.
Yep.
I would. I mean, I'd love to see like Jay Lethal or EC3 come back, but if we can't get them, I'm gonna say Taven. And who was that group he was with? Maybe it was the Kingdom.
The Kingdom or the new version of the Kingdom, the original Kingdom?
Yeah, well, there was that dude that looks like Rob Zombie that used to be in a tag team with him or something.
Yeah, Vinny Marseglia.
Yeah.
Or now I guess he's Vincent.
Yeah, I like him. I like Tyler Bates too.
Yeah, I remember seeing him on the. He was a big hitter on the Indies, like in the Northeast for a while. With kind of that, and he did some separate stuff I've seen. He really developed. He's got a good character. He almost could be. I know everybody wants to get Wyndham Rotunda, but if for some reason that doesn't work out, he could be another guy that connects with Decay. Like he could be a pretty cool character with that similar type feel to it.
Oh, totally. Yeah, because I've actually seen a handful of his promos, and I'm like, wow, this guy's actually good.
Yeah.
Real creepy, a lot of charisma. Yeah. I mean, Wyndham's he's a free agent now, and I thought if anything, something would have popped up on Friday's AEW Rampage. Nothing happened though. So I don't know.
And I know it's not really clear. Like obviously they have Final Battle. No one's real clear on like these. Like, I know all of a sudden you're seeing them put out like we're taking indie booking. I'm just not sure if they can take TV appearances before that pay-per-view in December or not. It's not real clear. So some are saying yes, they can. I don't know that to be true. So if they don't show up, like if you don't see anyone showing up for a couple weeks, my guess is I gotta wait till after December 18th or 11th that pay-per-view is.
Yeah. Well, they're getting paid through the end of the year. That's all I know. Unless they had a contract past that, then they're getting paid through March. So, yeah, everyone's going to be different. It's going to be weird.
Yep.
So, but yeah.
But obviously, as we said before, it's not a good thing. Ring of Honor, because no matter what, there's not enough jobs to go around. Like there's going to be people that don't get jobs. Like they'll have to go back on the indies and things like that. So not a good thing. Hopefully Impact can give some people work and utilize them well. But Impact doesn't just bring in people for the sake of bringing in people. They only bring in people that can get a storyline. So we'll see.
Yeah. Let's see. Chris Washington says Bill and Jay for Bill, favorite favorite Corey Haim movie. That should actually be my question.
Is it Lost Boys for you, J-Bone?
Definitely. Yeah. License to Drive is a close
Lost
second.
Boys fan. But I think I might go License to Drive. I'm a huge License to Drive fan.
It is a great movie. It is a lot of good laughs in that one.
And it's not a Corey movie, but very good Lucas, Corey.
What's that? You cut out for there for a second.
Oh, he's very good at Lucas when he's the little guy with Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
So pre-Corey's.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so then for me, he says favorite music that you thought that made you change your life. Thanks, guys. Change my life. Well, I grew up on all sorts of like classic stuff. Like I would listen to my grandparents' records, and that was everything from polka to, you know, Sinatra stuff. And then the pop bug got me in the 80s. And that really, I mean, between that and watching MTV just kind of blew my mind as a kid. And then I caught the heavy metal bug like mid 80s between Scorpions and Rat and Bon Jovi and all that stuff, Cinderella, all that. It just that kind of music just like I'd see these bands on MTV during the day and it just, oh my God. So it went from putting Corey Haim posters on the wall to heavy metal posters.
Yeah.
Along with a few, swimsuit delights. You know.
And
So yeah, that was it. I mean, I grew up on all sorts of great music as a kid. I really did. I mean,
variety is good growing up because that's like you don't want to just have like one genre when you're growing up. It's good to try out a lot of stuff, see what you like, you don't like as you evolve over time, and you start picking where you tend to go. Because that's the same thing. Like you listen to where your parents are. I had two older sisters, so listening to what they like more pop music and stuff growing up in the 80s. But then, it started getting a little more hard rock, a little metal in there. And then, like, I was more like 120 Minutes, but also Headbangers Ball, like alternative, like the grunge scene. It was my scene in the early to mid 90s.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, and I was just all day today I was blasting the brand new Limp Bizkit that dropped at midnight last night. Oh, it's so good.
Bizkit has new music?
Yeah. The new CD, dude, I'm not lying, dude. I laughed so hard when I heard this. The new CD is called Limp Bizkit Still Sucks.
Well, I do appreciate that they're embracing, because that's one of the, it's like a Nickelback thing. Which is funny, if you watch the Revolver show, Sam Beale comes out the Nickelback. He goes for the Heat and Nickelback.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, when I was playing I was playing the video that someone took in the audience of Speedball Mike Bailey's signing, and Scott D'Amore wrapped up by congratulating him, and he said, "Now hit his music," and I had to cut the video there because it goes on to play Beastie Boys' Brass Monkey, and I was like, "Oh yeah!"
Yeah.
I love me some Beastie
That's the only
Boys.
thing. We'll have to come up with some music for Speedball.
Yeah.
But hey, I hope it's. I don't know if it's going to be soon, maybe or not. I don't know if it'll be Vegas next month or wait, not next month. Now this month.
Yeah.
Or if that's like Dallas or beyond, sometime early next year.
Yeah. So yeah, well, I think that's going to do it for this one. We went past 15 minutes, past the hour. So we're going to wrap this up. We're going to let Bill get back to keeping his eyes on the road. And I'm going to get to bed.
Hey, you want more of this great content? Join the Patreon, right, J-Bone?
That's right. And that link is in the description of the video, along with all the other socials that you can find us at. So go give it a follow. Smash the sub button. Oh, by the way, and I don't talk about this much. I also wanted to make this a freebie as a thank you to all our awesome subs on YouTube. Bill, we just hit 1,500 subs.
Oh.
1.5K, baby. So thank you.
That's nice.
Thank you to all the new.
Thank you, everybody.
And Justin Miller, thank you for the super sticker. The $4.99 tip, brother. Thank you so much. We love the super stickers. Thank you.
Thank you, Justin.
Hell yeah. Much love. All right. We're going to get out of here. Take care. We'll see y'all Tuesday for the throwback. Bill, are you still going to be driving, or are you going to be back at home by then?
I'll be back home in about 6.5 hours. So
there you go.
We'll see how I do tomorrow. I'll let you know about Tuesday. I think I'll probably be on, but I'll let you know for sure.
Okay. All right. So cross your fingers for Tuesday. If not Tuesday, we will see him Thursday. And in between there, make sure you tune in to check out Team TNI UK, where they're talking all things Impact and UK independent wrestling stuff related, news and whatnot. So there's your schedule for the week. Yeah. So yeah, and when you're not listening to that,
Discord. The conversation's always going.
That's right. That invite is in the description as well. We've built a lovely little community, and it's not just Impact Wrestling. We talk all sorts of stuff. Just pick a channel and jump in. So, and when you're not doing that, go check out Smash This Podcast, where I'm over there talking about stuff. Hell, I might even drop a jacked up jukebox tomorrow talking about the Limp Bizkit.
Sounding jacked up over there, J-Bone.
Yeah, especially with all this candy I got. Oof. Who knows what I'll be talking about. All right. So that's it, folks. We'll see y'all in a few days. Bill, you get home safe. We'll talk to you soon, brother.
All right. Thanks, J-Bone. Have a good night, everybody.
All right. Take care, folks. We're going to play the intro. We're going to get out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Halloween wherever you are. Take care. See ya.